Okay, today's tutorial is about making probate law pages, and for this one we're going to go ahead and use the Utah probate law, and we're going to use familyfirstestateplans.com. So when you first start out, you're going to be in your dashboard, and then you want to go down to Pages and click Add New. Okay, and then once you're in here, your next step is to go ahead and enter in a title. So for our title, we're going to use Utah Probate Law, and say you're on Chapter 6, so you're going to put Chapter 6. Say if you want to do Chapter 6, Section 1, you want to differentiate that somehow. So you do 6.1 or 6-1, just depending on what you want to do. Just make sure that it stays consistent. And after that, we're gonna go ahead and use Power Builder. And as you can see, the permalink pops up, and you can see it's Probate Law Chapter 6. And then after that, we're going to want to go ahead and put it underneath a parent page. So I'm going to scroll down to Utah Probate Law, and you'll want to do Utah Probate Law, and say if you did that 6.1, you're going to come down here and put it under this one. So you'll see Chapter 6, and then you'll see underneath that Chapter 6.1. But for our purposes, we're going to go ahead and just put it under Utah Probate Law. All right. And then you can also copy and paste your title right down here, and that will pop up. And you also want to put in a description, which will be provided to you. Let's see, after that, we're going to come down here to our Power Builder. And in our Power Builder, the first section you're going to want to do is to add it from your library. And for this purpose, we're going to go ahead and use the Probate Law Header section Utah. And as you can see, it just went ahead and filled itself in. So we don't really have to do much. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. And so yeah, probate law headers there, divider, call to action article logo is right there, call to action article intro. And so we're done as far as that section goes. And then in our middle section, we're going to go ahead and do a specialty section. And for this purpose, we're going to use this model right here with the ones on the side, and then the information is going to be right here in the middle. So as you can see, it went ahead and filled that in. We've got to input all of this information though. So for ours, we are going to go ahead and insert a module. And on this module, you're going to go and look in the Add from Library section. And you can see that there is a lot in here, so I want to go ahead and narrow down my search to probate laws only, because that's the section that I'm working on right now. And I'm going to start with Probate Divider 1. And as you can see, it went ahead and filled in right there. I'm going to insert one more, and let's see, narrow it down to probate laws, and it's going to be the Probate Code Navigation Bar Utah, which you'll see right there. And sorry, one more divider, and it's the Probate Divider 2. All right, so you can see that the left-hand side is done and taken care of. And so we're going to move on to this middle section here. And you're going to click on the insert columns, and we're just going to go ahead and use one big column instead of the halves. And then after that, you got to go ahead and insert text. We're going to use the text module for this one. And now we just have to input the information, which we're going to go ahead and pull from, this is the Utah probate code in a PDF format. There's 279 pages, which is a lot. So we're going to go ahead and use the search bar, which you can hit Control F, and that will bring it right up. And so I'm going to just search Chapter 6, since that's the chapter that I'm on. Okay, and here's chapter 6. And so our goal here is to roughly get about 800 to 1,000 words per text section. So, but we also want it to make sense. So if you say you're putting in all this information, you only have 600 words, then that's just going to have to work. And but our goal is to try and stay around 800 to 1,000. So a little trick that we've learned is that it doesn't always format right either. And so what I like to do is go ahead and copy and then open up a blank Word document and paste it in here. Let's see, sorry. And yeah, that spaces it out a little bit, but that will work for our purposes. And so at this point, you're going to want to go ahead and like make sure everything looks good to you. And so that looks pretty good to me. And so I'm going to go ahead and copy and bring back up the website and paste it into here. Now you can see it kind of lays it out in a long format. If you don't like that, you can change it, but like I said, you need to stay consistent. And so in this first part, the top row, I'm going to go ahead and space it so it's in the middle, and I'm going to change it to heading 5. And the second part, I'm also going to put that one in the middle, and it's just going to be a bolded paragraph. And then you'll want to come down and make your different sections here bold as well. And like I said, you'll continue on. This is just an example, and you'll continue on until you have the right amount of words. And save and exit. And there's a part in actually Word where you can see how many words you've got in there. And I'm just going to pull my screen down. I have 168 words. So obviously this one would not cut it, but for just an example, we're going to go ahead and leave it like that. Okay, I'm going to go back to my page. The next section we're going to want to work on is just adding a row. And again, just use that long area and insert module. And this one we're also going to add from the library. And shorten down that list by those probate laws. And I'm looking for probate code source link disclaimer Utah. Source link disclaimer Utah, there it is. All right, and so we've got this middle section going here now. And now we're going to go ahead and insert modules over here in this right-hand section. And we're going to go here and look up, again, probate laws. And I'm going to start with probate code call to action vertical add image is going to be at the top. And I'll show you again as soon as we get done all the examples and how this will all format once you're done. Okay, and then I'm going to insert another module. And I'm just looking for the library and going to shorten that up to probate laws. And I am looking for just a divider right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. Probate divider 1. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another module. Add from library, probate laws. Okay, and then I'm going to look for probate law right side image 1. So we're going to start out with the images first and insert another module. And so we did the right side image. Now we want the right side text, number 1. And so, and then I also want to put dividers in between these. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it and then just drag and drop down here. And then I'm going to keep on going until I have all 4 images and text in. And I'm going to go ahead and just pause the video at this point so you don't have to see me go through all of these. And then I'll show you at the end when I get them all done. Okay, so far I've got the image 1, text 1, image 2, text 2, image 3, text 3, and all of them have been divided up with these dividers. And I'm going to go ahead and, I want to go ahead and copy another divider and just drag and drop it. And now I'm looking for, in the library, I'm looking for image 4. So right down there, image 4. And then text 4. And there's text 4. And then one more divider here at the very bottom. And that is the middle section. And so we've got the probate divider, probate code navigation bar Utah, probate divider 2. We've got our text with all of our information in here. And like I said, that's our goal, is to meet that 800 to 1,000 words within this section. And then the probate code source link disclaimer Utah. And then we've got all of our images here on the side with the dividers. Okay, and then for our last section, we want to add from the libraries. We're going to go ahead and click on that, and we're going to go to US Maps and State links with light blue call to action section. And as you can see, that went ahead and just filled right in as well. And so that is all the information that you need. So we're going to go ahead and save it as a draft, and that way it can be reviewed. And once it is saved as a draft, we can go ahead and go, oh, it's going to take just a second. Okay, and now we're going to go into preview so we can see the finished product and what it's supposed to look like. All right, so we've got all of our little chapters here at the side, and here's your text information. And you can see the call to action placeholder, and then all of our little images here at the side. And you can't see them, but there's the dividers. And then we come down here, and here's our state area. And that is pretty much all that you need to know. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of there. And we've already saved it, and so you are good to go. And that is how you make the probate law pages. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Bye.